welcome to our deep dive today.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to be exploring AI-enhanced testing templates.
okay.
You sent us some really interesting material about all this, and we're
Yeah.
excited to kind of unpack it all with you.
Yeah.
It seems like you're particularly interested in how these templates are
Yeah.
shaking things up, in the software development world, and
Yeah.
maybe even thinking about, creating and selling them yourself.
That's right. Yeah. You've tapped into a real, hotbed of innovation here.
Okay.
Companies of all shapes and sizes are realizing that
Right.
traditional software testing is just not cutting it anymore. Too slow,
Right.
too many errors, and
Mhm.
just plain inefficient.
Right.
So they're turning to AI for a solution.
Okay, so let's start with the why.
Okay.
Why are these AI templates in such high demand right now?
Well,
Is it really that much of a game changer?
it absolutely is.
Okay.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Every company that creates software, from a tiny startup building an app to a giant corporation managing complex systems,
Yeah.
needs to make sure that software works flawlessly.
Right.
But traditional testing is often a bottleneck.
Okay.
It's like trying to run a marathon
Yeah.
when you're stuck in quicksand.
So AI comes in and pulls them out of the quicksand.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay.
What's fascinating here is that AI doesn't just speed things up.
Uh-huh.
It also uncovers issues that human testers might miss.
Oh.
For example, I worked with a company that was struggling with a persistent bug in their mobile app.
Oh, yeah.
They spent weeks doing manual testing,
Wow.
but the bug kept slipping through the cracks.
Oh, no.
When they finally used an AI-powered testing template,
Yeah.
it pinpointed the issue within hours.
Wow.
It turned out to be a tiny error in the code that was causing a cascade of problems.
Wow, that's a real aha moment.
Yeah,
It's like having an extra pair of superpowered eyes scanning your code.
exactly. And the beauty of these templates is that they can
Mhm.
be customized
Okay.
to fit the specific needs of a project.
Okay.
It's not a one-size-fits-all solution.
Got it.
So whether you're a small team working on a new feature
All right.
or a large organization managing a complex system,
Uh-huh.
there's an AI-powered testing template out there that can help.
So it sounds like there are different types of templates for different types of testing.
Absolutely. There's a whole buffet of options.
Okay. Like what?
We've got templates for automated QA testing,
Yeah.
which are fantastic for taking over repetitive tasks like regression testing.
Okay.
Then we have user behavior analysis templates, which
Yeah.
are like digital detectives,
Yeah.
uncovering the secrets of how users interact with a product.
Interesting.
And of course, there are A/B testing templates,
Yeah, right.
a digital marketer's dream tool
Right.
for finding the best performing content.
That's a pretty wide range.
Yeah.
Can you give me an example of how a specific template might be used?
Yeah.
The real world scenario.
Picture this.
Okay.
A company is developing a brand new e-commerce website.
Yeah.
They're about to launch a big marketing campaign,
Okay.
and they need to make sure their website can handle the traffic surge.
Right. Yeah.
They use a load and performance testing template
Okay.
to simulate thousands of users
Wow.
visiting the site simultaneously.
Yeah.
This allows them to identify any potential bottlenecks or weaknesses in the system before the launch,
Right.
preventing a disastrous website crash
Oh, yeah.
when the traffic hits.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Now, you've got me thinking,
Uh-huh.
could I actually create
You absolutely
one of
can.
these templates myself?
And the process might be easier than you think. Ray's like building with AI Legos.
Okay.
You find the pieces you need,
Yeah.
put them together in a clever way, and voila.
Yeah.
You've got a powerful tool that can solve a real problem.
Okay, let's break it down. What would be the first step for someone who wants to create their own
Sure.
AI-enhanced testing template?
The first step is finding your niche.
Okay.
Think about what kind of testing is in high demand.
All right.
Are people clamoring for security testing templates?
Okay.
Or maybe there's a gap in the market for a user behavior analysis template that's specifically designed for mobile games.
Yeah, right.
Once you've identified a need,
Okay.
you can start gathering your tools.
And what kind of tools are we talking about here?
Yeah.
Is this something that requires
No,
a PhD in computer science?
there are tons of user-friendly platforms and resources available,
Like-
even for those who are new to AI.
Okay.
We're talking about platforms like Google AutoML,
Okay.
which allows you to build machine learning models without writing any code.
Wow.
And there are libraries like TensorFlow and Keras
Okay.
that offer a bit more flexibility for those who are comfortable with coding.
So you choose your platform.
Yeah.
You've got your tools.
Right.
Then what?
It's all about creating a structure.
Okay.
Think of it as building a blueprint.
Right.
You need to define the inputs,
Yeah.
outputs, and the specific configurations.
Okay, so give me an example.
For example, if
Yeah.
you're building an A/B testing template,
Okay.
you might need inputs like content variations,
Okay.
target audience,
Mm-hmm.
and the time frame for the test.
Right.
Then you would define outputs like conversion rates,
Okay.
click-through rates,
Huh.
and other metrics that will help you determine the winning variation.
It's starting to sound a bit like a recipe.
I love that analogy.
Yeah.
And just like a recipe, you need to test and refine your creation to make sure it works as intended.
Right.
This involves running your template through rigorous testing,
Okay.
using different data sets and scenarios to see how it performs.
And getting feedback, too, I imagine.
It's also a good idea to get feedback from beta users
Right.
to identify any kinks or areas for improvement.
Testing is so crucial.
Oh, it's huge.
You don't want to release a template that's half-baked
Right.
or doesn't produce reliable results.
Exactly.
What happens once the template is polished and ready to go?
Clear documentation is key.
Okay.
Think of it as a user manual for your masterpiece.
Right.
You need to guide users on how to use your template effectively,
Yeah.
including step-by-step instructions,
Mhm.
potential applications,
Yeah.
and troubleshooting tips.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
No one wants to be left scratching their heads trying to figure out how to use a complex template.
right.
So you've built this amazing template. You've got your documentation all set.
Yep.
Now, the big question.
Yeah.
Where do you sell this digital goldmine?
Well, there are several options,
Yeah.
each with its own advantages and disadvantages.
Right.
You could list your template on a marketplace
Okay.
like Envato or Creative Market,
Uh-huh.
which gives you access to a large audience,
Okay.
but typically involves paying a commission on each sale.
Yep.
Or you could go the freelance route,
Okay.
offering custom templates as a service
Yeah.
on platforms like Fiverr or Upwork.
Uh-huh.
This allows you to build personal relationships with clients
Right,
and
right.
set your own rates, but requires more marketing effort on your part.
So you can either go for the wide reach of a marketplace or the personalized approach of freelancing.
Yeah, that's right.
What about creating your own website?
That's another great option.
Okay.
Having your own website gives you complete control
Right.
over your branding,
Right.
pricing, and customer experience.
Okay.
It's like setting up your own shop.
Right.
You can build a direct relationship with your customers
Yeah.
and even offer additional services like custom template development or consulting.
Wow. So many options.
Yeah, there really are.
It's exciting to think about the possibilities.
Yeah.
Do you have an example of someone who has successfully navigated this landscape and built a thriving business
Yeah, I do.
selling AI-enhanced testing templates?
I know a developer
Okay.
who started selling QA testing templates on a marketplace a few years ago.
Right.
They focused on a specific niche,
Well,
provided excellent customer support,
Yeah.
and constantly updated their templates to keep up with the latest trends.
uh-huh.
Now they have a thriving business,
Wow.
generating passive income from template sales and even getting custom orders from clients who need specialized solutions.
That's inspiring.
Yeah, it's a really cool story.
But creating a great template is only half the battle.
Right.
How do you make sure people actually find
The other half,
and buy it?
marketing is key.
Oh, okay.
You need to get the word out there
Got
and
it.
make sure your templates are seen by the right audience.
Yeah.
Search engine optimization,
Oh.
SEO, is crucial.
All right.
You want your listings to appear when potential customers are searching for templates like yours.
Oh,
Use relevant keywords in your listing,
yeah.
create informative blog posts, and build backlinks to your site.
So it's a lot of like the traditional kind of
A lot of it is, yeah.
digital marketing stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then there's social media, a
Ah.
powerful tool
Yeah.
for reaching targeted audiences.
Right.
Share demos, case studies, and customer testimonials to show the value of your template.
Okay.
And don't be afraid to get creative.
Okay.
Host a webinar,
Uh-huh.
participate in industry forums,
Yeah.
or even run contests to generate buzz.
It sounds like a mix of strategy and creativity is key to getting those templates noticed.
It is, yeah.
But let's not forget about customer support.
Oh, that's huge.
How does that play into the overall success of a template business?
Customer support is absolutely crucial,
Okay.
especially when you're dealing with a technical product
Yeah.
like an AI-enhanced testing template.
Right.
Think about it.
Yeah.
If someone buys your template and then gets stuck or has a question, You want them to feel supported
Right,
and
yeah.
confident that they can get the help they need.
It's all about building trust and loyalty, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Responsive and helpful customer support
Yeah.
can be a major differentiator in a crowded marketplace.
Right.
It shows that you care about your customer success and that you're committed to providing a positive experience.
Okay, so we've talked about the why, the
Right.
what, and the how of AI-enhanced testing templates.
Okay.
Now, I'm curious to dive deeper into the
Yeah.
different types of templates and their specific benefits.
Let's do that.
Okay.
We can explore each type in more detail
Okay.
and even discuss some of the unique challenges and opportunities associated with creating them.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Let's continue our deep dive into this fascinating world in part 2.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump back into those different types of AI-enhanced testing templates. Remember that buffet of options
Yeah.
we mentioned?
Yeah.
Well, let's start with the workhorse,
Okay.
automated QA testing templates.
You're talking about the ones that
Yeah.
take over those repetitive,
Exactly.
almost robotic tasks, right?
Think about regression testing,
Okay.
where you have to make sure that new code changes
Right.
haven't broken existing functionality.
Yeah.
It's essential,
Uh-huh.
but it can be mind-numbingly tedious
Right.
for human testers.
Yeah.
An AI-powered template can run these tests automatically
Right.
24/7
Wow.
without ever getting bored
Right.
or needing a coffee break.
No coffee breaks.
And they're incredibly thorough,
Okay.
flagging any issues so developers can swoop in and fix them fast.
So it's like having a
Yeah.
tireless robot QA tester on your team.
That's a great way to put it.
No complaints, no sick days,
Yeah.
just pure testing power.
Exactly.
But beyond just speed,
Yeah.
wouldn't this also lead to more accurate testing?
You hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
AI algorithms are less prone to those little slip-ups
Right.
that humans make, especially when dealing with massive amounts of data.
Yeah.
Think about those tiny coding errors
Okay.
that can cascade into huge problems.
Right.
And AI is much more likely to catch those subtle inconsistencies.
Oh, interesting.
This is especially crucial
Yeah.
when we're talking about mission-critical software,
Right.
where even a small bug could have major consequences.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, what about those digital detectives you mentioned earlier?
Yes.
The user behavior analysis templates.
These are fascinating
Okay.
because they tap into something
Uh-huh.
that traditional testing often misses,
Okay.
the human element.
Yeah, right.
They help us understand how real users interact with our products,
Okay.
not just how they should interact
Right.
based on our assumptions.
So instead of relying on guesswork or intuition,
Yeah,
we're using hard data to see what users are actually doing.
precisely.
In fact-
These templates can track things like
Yeah.
mouse movements,
Okay.
clicks, how far someone scrolls down a page,
Yeah.
even eye tracking data in some cases.
Wow.
It's like having a secret camera
Yeah.
that reveals patterns in user behavior
Okay.
that we wouldn't notice otherwise.
It sounds almost like mind reading.
It really is kind of like that.
You can see where users get stuck,
Mm-hmm.
where they get bored,
Right.
what features they love.
Exactly.
That's incredibly valuable for anyone designing a product.
Absolutely.
Right.
Product managers and UX designers
Yeah.
drool over this kind of data.
I bet.
It allows them to optimize the user experience
Yeah.
and improve conversion rates, all based on real user behavior.
Right.
And the beauty of AI is that it can analyze vast amounts of this data,
Okay.
identifying those subtle trends
Yeah.
that would take humans forever to spot.
Okay, so we've covered the robots and the detectives.
Right.
Now let's talk about the marketer's best friend, A/B testing templates.
A/B testing is all about finding the best performing version of something,
Okay.
a web page, an ad, an
Yeah.
email subject line.
Right.
Traditionally,
Yeah.
this was a pretty manual process.
Okay.
You'd set up multiple versions,
Yeah.
run the test, and spend hours analyzing the results.
Right, yeah.
But AI templates streamline the whole thing.
Okay.
They automatically analyze the data,
Wow.
identify the winning variation,
Okay.
and even suggest further improvements
Okay.
based on what they've learned.
So marketers can spend less time crunching numbers
Yeah,
and more time being creative.
you got it.
Sounds like a win-win to me.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's all about efficiency
Yeah.
and getting the most bang for your marketing buck.
Right.
With an AI-powered A/B testing template,
Mm-hmm.
you can rapidly test and tweak your campaigns,
Yeah.
getting those conversion rates soaring
Okay.
and keeping your clients happy.
Now let's shift gears to
Uh-huh.
something a little more intense. Load and performance testing templates.
Aha.
These are the ones that make sure
That's right.
your website doesn't melt down when traffic spikes, right?
You got it.
Okay.
These are essential for any business that
Yeah.
relies on its online presence.
Yeah.
Imagine the chaos
Oh, yeah.
if your website crashed
Right.
during a major sale or a product launch.
Uh-huh.
It would be a PR nightmare
Yeah.
and could cost you a fortune in lost revenue.
I'm getting anxiety just thinking about it.
Yeah, it can be pretty scary.
So these templates
Mhm.
basically
Yeah.
simulate a stampede of users hitting your site all at once.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay.
They can simulate thousands, even
Yeah.
millions of users
Yeah.
accessing your site simultaneously, revealing any weak points in your system.
So like a stress test.
It's like putting your website through a rigorous stress test
Okay.
to make sure it can handle the heat.
So you can identify those bottlenecks and
Yeah.
fix them before they cause a real disaster.
Exactly.
Okay.
And not only do they help prevent crashes, but they also improve the overall user experience.
Right.
No one likes a slow or laggy website.
No, definitely not.
By optimizing performance,
Yeah.
you create a smoother, more enjoyable experience for your visitors,
Okay.
which can lead to higher engagement,
Uh-huh.
conversions,
Right.
and ultimately more happy customers.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's really powerful stuff.
It's like having a personal trainer for your website,
Yeah, I like that.
pushing it to its limits
Right.
and helping it achieve peak performance.
Exactly.
Now, I want to shift focus to the creation process.
Right.
We've talked about
Yeah.
finding your niche and getting your tools.
Right?
But what about actually choosing
Yeah.
the right tool?
That's a great question.
There are so many AI platforms,
Right.
and frameworks out there.
There are.
It can feel overwhelming.
It's true.
Yeah.
There's a whole ecosystem of options, and choosing the right ones can
Yeah.
definitely feel daunting.
Yeah.
But here's the good news.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be a guessing game.
Okay.
The key is to start with what you know
Right.
and build from there.
So play to your strengths.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're comfortable with a
Mhm.
particular programming language, start there.
Exactly.
Right.
If you're a Python whiz,
Yeah.
you might lean towards
Okay.
popular libraries like TensorFlow or PyTorch.
Uh-huh.
But if you're not a coding guru,
Right.
don't panic.
Okay.
There are more user-friendly platforms
Okay.
like Google AutoML
Right.
that offer a drag-and-drop interface
Oh, cool.
for building machine learning models.
Okay.
It's like building with virtual blocks.
That makes sense.
Much more intuitive.
So even those of us who aren't coding ninjas
Exactly.
can still get in on the AI action.
Absolutely.
That's encouraging.
And don't forget, the
Yeah.
AI community is incredibly supportive. Okay.
There are tons of online resources, tutorials, and forums where you can get help and advice.
Right.
It's really a learn-as-you-go
Yeah.
kind of field.
Okay, you've chosen your tools.
Right.
You're ready to build what's next.
So,
What are some things to keep in mind when you're actually designing and developing the template?
well, besides the obvious
Yeah.
technical considerations,
Mm-hmm.
it's crucial to remember that you're building this template for people to use.
Right.
So user experience is paramount.
Yeah, of course.
Think about it.
Yeah.
You could create the most powerful, sophisticated AI engine in the world,
Right.
but if the interface is clunky
Uh-huh.
or the instructions are confusing,
Yeah.
no one's going to use it.
So it's not just about
Right.
building a brilliant machine.
It's about making that machine accessible and usable for
Oh.
humans.
Okay.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Spend time thinking about.
How users will interact with your template,
Right.
make the interface clean and intuitive,
Uh-huh.
provide clear step-by-step instructions,
Okay.
anticipate the questions
Yeah.
users might have,
Yeah.
and offer solutions.
Okay.
Remember, the goal is to make their lives easier,
Right.
not more complicated.
It's like designing a beautiful and functional kitchen.
Great analogy.
You want it to be a joy to use, not a source of frustration.
Exactly.
Okay.
And speaking of making things easy,
Yeah.
let's talk about documentation.
Okay.
This is often an overlooked aspect
Right.
of template creation, but it's absolutely essential
Okay.
for user satisfaction.
Uh-huh.
Think of your documentation as a friendly guide
Yeah.
that walks users through every step of the process,
Okay.
from setting up the template to interpreting the results.
It's like having a personal tutor built right into the template.
Exactly.
Okay.
But creating comprehensive documentation.
Right. It could feel like a whole other project in itself.
Yeah.
Any tips on making that process less daunting?
Definitely.
Okay.
First, think like a user.
Okay.
What questions would you have if you were using this template for the first time?
Right.
Anticipate those questions and provide clear, concise answers.
Okay.
Second, use visuals whenever possible.
Okay.
Screenshots, diagrams, flowcharts.
Yeah.
These can make complex information much easier to digest.
Right.
And third, don't be afraid to get feedback.
Yep.
Have someone else review your documentation to see if it makes sense to them.
So it's all about clarity, visual aids,
Yes.
and getting a fresh pair of eyes
Yeah.
to make sure everything is crystal clear.
That's it.
Now, once that amazing documentation is done,
Yeah.
it's time to think about
Right.
getting this template out into the world.
All right.
We've talked about the different platforms for selling templates.
Right.
But what about marketing?
Well, like with any product,
Yeah.
you need to tell a compelling story.
Okay.
What problem does your template solve?
Right.
Who is it for?
Uh-huh.
Why is it better than the alternatives?
Yeah.
Once you have a clear message, there are several ways to get it in front of potential buyers.
Let's hear them.
SEO is crucial.
Okay.
You want your template to show up in search results when people are looking for solutions to their testing needs.
Uh-huh.
Use relevant keywords in your listings.
Okay.
Create informative blog posts.
Right.
And build backlinks to your site.
Okay.
Then there's social media.
Right. Yeah.
Powerful tool for reaching targeted audiences.
Right.
Share demos.
Okay.
Case studies.
Right.
And customer testimonials.
Yeah.
To show the value of your template.
Okay.
And don't be afraid to get creative.
Right.
Host a webinar.
Okay.
Participate in industry forums.
Or even run contests to generate buzz.
It sounds like a mix of strategy and creativity is key
It is.
to getting those templates noticed.
Yeah.
But let's not forget about customer support.
Oh, right. Customers.
How does that play into the overall success?
Customer support is absolutely crucial.
Yeah.
Especially when you're dealing with a technical product.
Right.
Like an AI-enhanced testing template.
Uh-huh.
Think about it.
Yeah.
If someone buys your template and then gets stuck or has a question, you want them to feel supported.
Yeah, of course.
And confident that they can get the help they need.
It's all about building trust and loyalty, okay?
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Responsive and helpful customer support can be a major differentiator in a crowded marketplace.
Right.
It shows that you care about your customers' success
Uh-huh.
and that you're committed to providing a positive experience.
Okay, so practical tips for providing excellent customer support.
We'll start by being proactive.
Okay.
Anticipate the questions customers might have and provide clear, comprehensive documentation that addresses those issues.
Okay.
Create a detailed FAQ section on your website.
Right.
Consider offering multiple channels for support, such as email, live chat, or even phone support for more complex issues.
Okay.
And most importantly, be responsive.
Okay.
Don't make customers wait days for a response.
Right.
Aim to get back to them within 24 hours.
Yeah.
Even if it's just to acknowledge their request.
Okay.
And let them know when they can expect a more detailed answer.
It's about making the customer feel heard and valued.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, let's zoom out a bit.
Okay.
And talk about the bigger picture.
All right.
As these AI-enhanced testing templates become more sophisticated and widely adopted, how do you see the role of human testers evolving?
That's a good question. Are we all going to be replaced by robots?
That's the question everyone's asking.
That's a question that comes up a lot.
Right.
And it's understandable given the rapid pace of AI advancements.
Right.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
I don't see AI replacing human testers entirely.
Okay.
Instead, I see it as augmenting their capabilities and freeing them up to focus on higher level tasks that require uniquely human skills.
So it's more of a collaboration than a competition.
Exactly. AI can excel
Okay.
at those repetitive data-heavy tasks, allowing human testers to focus on more creative and strategic aspects of testing.
Okay, like what?
Like exploratory testing, usability testing, and ensuring the ethical and responsible use of AI-powered tools.
It sounds like the future of testing will be a blend of human expertise and AI-powered insights working in harmony to create better software.
Absolutely. And as AI continues to evolve, I think we'll see even more exciting possibilities emerge, creating new roles and opportunities for those who are skilled in both technology and human-centered design.
Okay, cool.
But let's not get ahead of ourselves. We've covered a lot of ground today. From the different types of templates to the marketing and support considerations for those who want to create and sell them. What are your key takeaways from our discussion so far?
Well, I'm struck by the incredible potential of these templates to transform the software development landscape.
Yeah, it's really exciting stuff.
It's clear that they're not just a fad.
They're
here to stay. And they're only going to become more sophisticated and powerful.
I agree. And it's exciting to see how these tools are empowering both creators and users to achieve greater efficiency, accuracy, and ultimately create better software that improves people's lives.
Speaking of improving lives, I'm curious to delve into the potential downsides or pitfalls that creators should be aware of. Are there any ethical considerations or common mistakes that people should watch out for?
That's a great question. And definitely something we need to address.
Okay.
There are potential pitfalls, just like with any new technology. Let's explore those in part 3 and wrap up our deep dive into the world of AI-enhanced testing templates.
Okay, so we're back. And you mentioned some potential downsides or pitfalls to watch out for. So what are those?
Well, one common mistake I see is people kind of jumping into AI without fully understanding its capabilities and limitations. It's easy to get swept up in the hype and think that AI can magically solve all your testing problems.
So it's not a set it and forget it.
That's not.
You can't just throw AI at a problem and expect it to work perfectly.
You can't just assume that it's going to do everything for you. Exactly.
Okay.
AI is a powerful tool. But it's not a silver bullet. You still need to have a solid testing strategy in place, and you need to be thoughtful about how you integrate AI into your workflow.
What about things like data bias?
Oh, that's a big one.
We hear a lot about that these days. Is that something that template creators need to be aware of?
It can be,
okay,
depending on the type of template and the data it's trained on.
Yeah.
For example, if you're building a template that's designed to evaluate user behavior,
okay,
you need to make sure your training data is diverse and representative of your target audience. Otherwise, you could end up with a template that makes inaccurate or even discriminatory recommendations.
So it's not just about...
It's not just about the technology.
The technical aspect.
It's about the writer of building the template. It's about the impact as well.
It's also about being mindful of the potential social impact.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As creators, we have a responsibility to ensure that the tools we build are used ethically and responsibly.
Okay, so beyond data bias, are there any other common mistakes?
Another common pitfall is neglecting the importance of user experience. I've seen some brilliant templates that are incredibly powerful, but so complex and difficult to use that they end up gathering dust on a virtual shelf.
So it doesn't matter how amazing your AI engine is.
It does.
If no one can figure out...
If no one can use it...
How to use it.
It's useless.
Exactly. Okay.
User experience is paramount. Spend time thinking about how people will interact with your template. Make the interface intuitive, the instructions clear, and the overall experience enjoyable.
What about testing?
Testing is huge.
The template itself. How much testing is enough?
Well, that's a great question. You can never test too much. Test with different data sets, different scenarios, different configurations. Try to break your template and see how it handles unexpected inputs. The more you test, the more confident you can be that your template will perform reliably in the real world.
So it's like putting your template through boot camp to make sure it's battle ready. That's a great way to put it.
And don't forget about ongoing maintenance and updates. the AI landscape is constantly evolving.
That is, yeah.
So you need to be prepared to update your templates, to incorporate new algorithms and techniques.
It's a moving target.
It's not a one and done kind of thing.
Definitely not.
Oh.
Creating and selling AI-enhanced testing templates is an ongoing journey of learning, adaptation, and refinement.
Okay.
But it's an incredibly rewarding journey.
Okay.
You're not just building a product. You're building tools that can help people create better software, improve user experiences, and even make the world a better place.
That's an inspiring thought.
It is, yeah.
So for our listeners who are feeling fired up and ready to dive into this world, what would be your advice? Where should they start? I would say, first, identify a problem that you're passionate about solving.
Okay.
What aspect of software testing do you think could be improved with the help of AI?
Right.
Once you have a clear problem in mind, start exploring the different AI platforms, resources that are available.
Right.
There are tons of free online courses, tutorials, and communities that can help you get started.
So it's about finding your niche.
That's it.
And then diving in head first.
Exactly.
Okay.
Don't be afraid to experiment.
Right.
Make mistakes and learn as you go.
Yeah.
The AI community is incredibly supportive.
Okay.
And there are always people willing to help you along the way.
And for those who are more interested in using these templates than creating them, what should they keep in mind?
Well, I would say do your research. There are tons of templates out there, so take the time to find ones that are well suited to your specific needs. Look for templates that are well documented, well supported, and come from reputable creators.
It's about finding the right tools for the job.
It is.
And the right partners to support you along the way.
Exactly.
Okay.
And remember, the world of AI is constantly evolving, so stay curious, stay informed, and stay connected to the latest trends.
Okay.
The future of testing is incredibly exciting.
Yeah, it really is.
And it's up to all of us to shape it in a way that benefits everyone.
Well, on that note of inspiration, I think we've reached the end of our deep dive. It's been an incredible journey.
It has been,
And I feel like I've learned so much.
Yeah, me too.
About the power and potential.
It's really fascinating stuff.
Of AI-enhanced testing templates.
It is, yeah. It's been a pleasure sharing this journey with you.
Yeah, thanks.
I hope our listeners are feeling inspired and ready to explore this fascinating world for themselves.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
So to wrap things up,
okay,
let's leave our listeners with a final thought.
Right.
Something to ponder.
Okay.
As they continue their exploration of AI and testing. Imagine a future where AI not only helps us build better software, but also helps us build it faster, more efficiently, and more ethically.
Yeah, I love that.
A future where technology works seamlessly with human ingenuity to create a world where innovation flourishes and everyone benefits.
That's a beautiful vision.
Yeah.
And I believe it's a vision that's within our reach if we continue to learn, collaborate, and push the boundaries of what's possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thanks again for joining us on this deep dive.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll see you next time.